Well, first, I kind of wanted to say the mayor is done. He has another face I have to put on. Um, I also made some changes to the spider because obviously a six-legged insect is not a spider. There's a couple insects that look like that, and that's kind of one of the bits in the animated movie that all the spiders have six legs, even the one he makes out of the paper cut. But I think for me, I went eight legs because that's what spiders are. I don't think I did the ribbon very well. It's called a rosette in the book. I might make it again just to see what I'm doing wrong. Let's see. Eight in the adjustable ring. Basically, you pull that through, and you want to turn it down so that the part that is on the bottom doesn't have to get pulled over by eight loops of things and basically not close. That's your chain one. That's your adjustable ring. And then you do eight. Let's see. One. Could be a long day. Two. Three. Five. Okay. And when I'm closing them, I line them all up on the top so you can see this is the bottom. The top is where the loops are. I kind of give them a pinch, and then I do the closing so that it doesn't twist. And seems to be a pretty good way to do it. It can be difficult to close. If it doesn't close, what do you do exactly? And then I count backwards to find the first stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is your slip knot, that little bump right there. So you don't want to do anything there, like that isn't your first stitch. The counting backwards pretty much works every time because unless I didn't put enough stitches on, like sometimes you'll find 7 there for some reason and you thought you put 8. That does happen. And then back in your first loop. And let's see. Stitch in the back loops only. Chain 2, slip stitch in the next. Back loops only 8 times. Okay. Again, I had trouble with that. Slip stitch in the first stitch. Okay. Well, slip stitch, that one I can figure out. And then chain 2. Slip stitch in the back loops. The one facing away from you is back. This one is forward, so the back loop is there. And it said slip stitch, yes. Slip stitch in the back loops. Yep, slip stitch 8 times. Okay, so 1. And this just makes the outer part of the first part before you put on these petals, which this has got to be based on some type of flower. She did a great job making it look like a ribbon. I kind of did a good job. I just wasn't sure. I only did 2 of them. If you count the amigurumi, I've done like 50 of those. So a little more experience there. This particular shape I haven't seen in a while. Not since I did flowers, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. And then it says chain 5, skip the first chain, single crochet 4 along the chain. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Skip the first because you really can't put your hook in that one. You could call it your turning chain. Some people call it that. I tend to think of it as a turning chain. If you don't have a turning chain, it's super difficult to get the hook in and out of that spot without hooking the previous yarn. And then I need one more right there. Come on. Right. Yeah. There it is. All right. Slip stitch in any of the last slip stitch, chain 4, skip the first chain on the hook. Okay, so it's basically making these loops all the way around, these little rosettes. And since it's back loops, that's kind of what's available to you. And then you just make another one. 4. Skip the first one, do the 3. And then slip stitch into the next one. If you can find, yeah, should be able to. There it is. I do get excited when I find that place to slip stitch into. So, again, that's just not quite looking right. I think I might have to stitch that around when I'm done. I mean, again, I made 2 of them. Just not coming back to me very clearly, so that does happen. I will work on it and get back to you.